Okay, this should be on, hopefully. This is my review of last night's final HBM's Crypto-Corner. It was a really great show. Got a lot of great participation from the folks in the chat room. Our guests were Abe Del Rio and Darren Richardson. And Abe gave us an update on some of his latest health issues and things like that. He's going to have the open heart surgery to have tissue removed from around his heart, which hopefully it won't be too bad. He was very optimistic about it. Bill Green was back with me for the final show, and I was so happy and so thankful to have him with me. I was so thankful to have him with me. You just don't understand. I mean, Bill was such a vital part of the show, a vital part of the series, and it was so great to have him with me again, even for the last time, for one last time. And we actually had a few callers. We had Billy Willard, who called in, and he talked about there's going to be a memorial picnic for Stephen Indy Pickett at the next Ohio Bigfoot Conference, the 23rd Annual Ohio Bigfoot Conference in May, which I won't be able to attend, unfortunately, but I will be there in spirit. Robin, if you see this, a big hug for you. There's going to be probably several folks that are going to give you a hug on my behalf. So, I love you, Robin, and God bless you and your family, and I wish I could be there I wish I could be there this spring, but unfortunately I can't. But I just wanted you to know that I love you and your family, and God bless you all. And Billy said they're holding a special memorial picnic in honor of Indy at the same pavilion where we held the picnic for Bob Gimlin last year. And who else called? Bruce called in. The Creature Seeker called in, and we joked with him. we picked at him about chocolate pie and steak and things like that. Yeah, we picked it, Bruce, unmercifully. But he just wanted to wish us well and wish us well and say goodbye and things like that. It was great to hear from him. We also heard from Tom Yamarone. Tom Yamarone called in and said that he was sad to see the show go, but he was glad that he was able to be there for the final show, and that he wished us well in our future endeavors. Bruce did as well, and so did Billy. And then we talked a little bit of crypto news. I mentioned about the upcoming special that's coming up on the History Channel next Wednesday night, the Bigfoot the Definitive Guide. We also talked about that new supposed video footage from Kentucky of a supposed Sasquatch walking across on a security camera. You know, we kind of debated that a little bit, and Bill asked his standard question. Yay, Bill! Asking everybody, what was new with Sasquatch in their area, and things of that nature. And everybody just basically said. Now, Tom Yamarone talked about a report that happened not very far from him. I think he said it's about 400 miles, though. I think that is kind of far. But he said that there was a report that occurred about 400 miles from him on December 30th. A lady said she had a sighting there in Northern California. Other than that, there wasn't a whole lot left to talk about. I played a couple of Lenny Green's songs, his newest one, Bigfoot, and also Valley of the Skookum, which I dedicated to my good friends Sally Shepard Walford and Autumn Williams, who lived in that area, which I would call the Valley of the Skookum. And we had a great musical treat near the end of the show. Our good friend Tom Yamarone played an abbreviated version of Jerry Crew, He Knew What to Do. So anyway, and I want to take this time to thank all the people who listened to the show for the nearly 3 years it was on the air, especially my biggest supporter, which was Nebraska Serenity, aka aka Ellen. I think she was there from the very beginning, and I'm appreciative of everybody who came in to listen. All the regulars. It was great to see all the folks that were in the chat room last night. Some good friends of mine, such as Mark and Kelly Leidick, the Mohican Hikers. Bruce was there, Creature Seeker. Darren Richardson. Well, Darren was in the chat, but he was on the air with us. And I know I'm going to leave somebody out. All the folks that were in the chat room, you know who you are. You guys that were in the chat room with us last night, and the folks who called into the show. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your support, and thank you for we just had a blast last night. We really did. We had so much fun. We just had so much fun. It was a great send off to the show. Of course, I'm moving on now to my video blogging, like I'm doing right now with you guys, with all the vlogging, as we call it. I feel I can do more with the vlogging than I can with just doing a radio show every single week. But anyway, it was a great run. It was a great, nearly 3-year run, and I have no regrets. I mean, well, other than that May 25th, 2008 show. That's about the only show that I regret, but I'm going to keep it in the archives. That wasn't my best hour. That was not my finest hour. I admit that. But other than that, it has been a great run. It was a great run, and I really am very appreciative of all the folks who listened, whether you listened live or whether you were on podcast. I'm very appreciative of you guys. Matter of fact, let me see. I'm going to check out. I'm going to see what the numbers were. I'm going to check out what the numbers were for the show for last night. Live and archive. Of course, there won't be as many archive listeners just yet because the show was just on last night. But I do want to see who all. I do want to see, how many live listeners there were. I know there were quite a few in the chat room who were on. My good friends Kathy and Bob Strain were listening last night. Thank you so much, Kathy and Bob, for being there for my final show. Just tremendous to see you guys. Well, Kathy was there, but she said Bob was there as well, and Bob said hello, and I said hello to Bob. Let's see. Okay, listens, view all. It's taking a little bit of time to get there. My episodes, Blog Talk Radio. Here we go. Archived episodes. Oh my gosh. 51 live listeners. Thank you so much. Thank you guys. Thank you. 14 archives so far, but 51 live listeners. That's the best number I have had since April. I had 56 live listeners back August. Last August. So nearly as many live listens, as I had on one show last August. Thank you so much, folks. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. If I'm not mistaken, that was the show we did about, the Georgia hoax. That was the show we did about the Georgia hoax. Was the one where we had 56 live listeners. But hey, 51 live listeners, that's great. You guys made the difference. You guys, as Macho Man Randy Savage would say, you guys did the thing, yeah. So, thank you so much, folks. Thank you so much. And, I mean, I'm not going to lie and say that I'm not going to miss it. and I'm not going to miss doing a live show every week, but you know, I think it's going to be a good thing. I think it's going to be something I think there will be something positive that will come out of it. And I'm so thankful. 51 live listeners. That puts a smile on my face. It really does. But anyway, nothing's really changed for the upcoming blog talk shows. So anyway, just want to say thank you guys. And now we will support and tune in and support great research with the other blog talk shows, the ones that are left behind, such as Night Callers, MNBRT Radio, Squatch Detective Radio, Bigfoot Tonight, and TCSJR Bigfoot Radio. Oh, and Sasquatch Spirit, if you're into that kind of thing. That's Thomas Hughes' show. That's Smiter. That's his show. He's still doing his radio show, I think. I don't know if he's going to end his show or not. But anyway, folks, yeah, listen. You know, we want to encourage you to continue to tune in to all the blog talk shows that you can and support great research. All the ones you can tune into, we do encourage you to tune in, and we encourage you to do so. But anyway, thank you so much, folks. We really appreciate all the great laughs, all the memories we've had for the last 3 years. Thank you, folks.